We love you more than anything. Hallelujah. Help us, Lord, to love you more than anything. Help us to put you first. Thank you. Holy Ghost, thank you for your spirit. Thank you for your presence. It's here right now. Bless you. You have healed even in this place this morning, Lord. You have turned things around for the good of thy people. And we thank you. We praise you. We magnify you. Now, Lord, we hear thy word. Give us an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying. Hallelujah. Give us hearts of flesh rather than hearts of stone. Allow your servant to decrease that you might increase. Lord God, use us, Lord God, for thy glory, to edify, to improve, to rebuke, to correct, to build up thy people. For in these last days we need a strong people, Lord. Strengthen us in our mind, our heart, our body, our soul, and our spirit. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. We say praise the Lord. And we greet you all in the name of Jesus. For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Amen. So we use the name of Jesus a lot because I don't know about you, but I need Jesus. Amen. Having you is good, but having Jesus is better. Amen. So having whoever you have most of the time is good, but nothing like having Jesus. Amen. Amen. We want him to walk with us and to talk with us and to guide us and direct us and order our steps and keep us under his blood. That's why he died, so he could cover us in his blood. The Bible calls and uses the term propitiation. Propitiation simply means a covering. The Lord covers us. And then in Jude he said, now to him that is able to present you faultless before the presence of his glory. Amen. What he's saying is the Lord covers us. Amen. So when he looks at us, he sees the blood. Thank God for the blood. Thank God for the blood. You don't have to wait for Resurrection Day. You don't have to wait for Palm Sunday. You can thank God for the blood every day. Lord, I thank you for the blood. It washes. Whoa, glory. I said it flows to the lowest valley, to the highest mountain. The blood. And that's why I'm here today, because of the blood of Jesus. He shed his blood for us. He died for us. Amen. We give honor today unto the Lord. Thank you for the presence. Thank God for just a powerful presence. Somebody came to praise. Somebody came to worship. Y'all didn't wait till you got in here. Amen. Sometimes you wait till you get in church, but I believe somebody came in here with their mind already made up. I'm going to get my praise, I'm going to get my worship on, because God has been too good. He's been too good for me not to tell him thank you. He's been too good for me not to say hallelujah. He's been too good for me not to raise my hand and stomp my feet and run around and do what it is that I do in my praise. Because we all have our own individual praise. You have your own praise style, and part of that came from the Lord. Amen. So never apologize for the way you praise. Tell him that's what God gave me, that's what I'm going to do. Amen. You got to praise him like he gave it to you to do. We give honor to our board of trustees and to our evangelists and our ministers. Amen. To our praise and worship team, and to our musicians, and to our ushers, our security team, our technology team, all the people of God. We have some who we haven't seen in a while. So first of all, anyone here for the first time, you please stand. Anyone here for the church for the first time? Amen. Let's give the Lord a hand praise. We welcome you to the New Jerusalem Homeless Day Church. We pray you'll be blessed today. God bless you. Thank God for you today. Now we have some people, you don't have to stand, but who haven't been here in a while. They're here today. Y'all can stand if you want to. Let's give the Lord a hand praise for some who we haven't seen in a while. And we're in the house of the Lord. We welcome you back to the house of the Lord. We always say, amen. You can always come back. Amen. You can always come back. We always want folks to know when you come to New Jerusalem, when you come back, we'll treat you like you never left. Amen. Amen. Because God is good all the time, and all the time he is good. Amen. Everybody has to have, and part of our message is going to be about that, everybody has to have a home. Amen. And home is a place you can always go back to. Amen. Every one of us has a home. You have a place where you know you can go back to. And no matter what has gone on, no matter what you look like, you can walk in there and they just give you a kiss. Amen. Even if they clean you up before they kiss you. Sometimes you go back home, they have to clean you up. Amen. And then start greeting you. Amen. Amen. It is from Luke, the 15th chapter, that we draw your attention in. I was wrestling all week, amen, because I had so much of week. Thank God for those who were able to attend the service on yesterday. And we had to speak yesterday, and then we had the Lord has privileged us to speak today. And I'm always wrestling with what is it, Lord, that you're trying to say to your people. And sometimes you get so much, but then you have to try to discern what pieces are you trying to say, because you never want to give the people more than what God is trying to give them. But then people, when you give them more than what God is trying to give them, they can't get any of it, amen? So you do try to, sometimes you got to cut it in pieces. So I'm trying to cut it in pieces, but I'm trying to make sure I say something. And the Lord has so many messages. Sometimes he wants to deliver in a house to different people, and sometimes he gives you more than you can handle. But how many of y'all know God can handle it, amen? God will answer you. Ask your prayers and solicit your prayers today as we try to put together what the Lord has given us for today. We believe yesterday the Lord gave us that for yesterday, and he's given us this today. The Bible says in Luke 15 and verse 11, and he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into the fields to feed swine. And he would have fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of the hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him. He never forgot what his son looked like. God never forgets what you look like. And had compassion, and ran, and fell on his neck, and kissed him. And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven, and in thy sight, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. But the father said to his servants, bring forth the best robe, and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. And bring hither the fatted calf, and kill it, and let us eat, and be merry. For this my son was dead, and is alive again. He was lost, and is found. And they began to be merry. Now his elder son was in the field, and as he came and drew nigh to the house, he heard music and dancing. And he called one of the servants and asked what these things be, what's going on? And he said to him, thy brother is come, and thy father hath killed the fatted calf, because he hath received him safe and sound. And the brother was angry, and would not go in to the celebration. Therefore came his father out and entreated him. So he also goes to this son. Just like he goes to the first son, he goes to this son. And he answered and said to his father, Lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgressed I at any time thy commandment. And yet thou never gavest me a kid, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this thy son was come. Now notice he says, but as soon as this thy son was come. He didn't say my brother. He called him your son. So he wanted to alleviate himself of the relationship at this point. Sometimes when we get mad, we try to alleviate ourselves of the responsibilities that go with the relationship that we have committed to. Help me, Holy Ghost. Which hath devoured thy living with harlots. Thou hast killed for him the fatted calf. Now, I don't know how he knew how he had lived, but evidently he had heard through the grapevine that the man was with harlots. Amen. So he got a little specific there. And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. It was meet that we should make merry and be glad. For this thy brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found. I want to use for a subject today, we are more blessed than we think we are. We are more blessed than we think we are. We're more blessed than we think we are. And I want to use several scriptures, but I want to use this story as the context. First of all, to make the point that even when this young man left home, he was blessed because his home was still his home. Right? That's what you got to realize. Even when you leave home, the fact that you still have home is a blessing. Amen. If you've established a home, once you establish a home, once you have a place of home established, even when you're not there physically, even when you're not necessarily emotionally connected to that place, the fact that it still is there is a blessing in and of itself. Because when he gets in trouble, he's able to look back at the very place that he has called home and know that somehow, if I get back there, somehow God is going to make this all right. Thank you, Jesus. You got to have some place, you got to have some people in your life that, if I can just get back to them, I think God is going to help me. Amen. It's not that God is not helping you, but sometimes God helps you through people. Sometimes God helps you through places. Sometimes God helps you through things. And so the house, the father, the other brother, the house here was symbolic of the safety and the providence and the covenant that God had made with his family. Just like God made a covenant with your family. If you belong to the Lord and you have children, the Lord said, if you have children, I will watch over your children. And I will keep your children if you serve me. He told Abraham, listen, Abraham, because of you, everyone who blesses your children shall be blessed, and everyone who curses your children shall be cursed. And that applied to everybody who's related to Abraham. You didn't have to come in the next generation or the next generation. He just said, Abraham, because I have called you and you are my servant, and because you were obedient, everybody in your family is going to be blessed. Isn't that a blessing? Amen. When you can serve the Lord to a point where the Lord said, everybody who connected to you is going to be blessed as well. Amen. Jacqueline Carr sings a song. She says, you will win. She said one of the things that she fortifies in her spirit is that everything attached to me is going to win. Listen, you got to get to a point where you believe God enough to know that not only victory belongs to you, but it belongs to everything around you, everything you touch. Old folks should say everything you put your hands to is going to be blessed because you're blessed. You can get to a point where you believe everything you put your hand to is going to be blessed because you're blessed. Hallelujah. The blessing transfers and translates unto that which is around you and which is in your environment. Now, let me talk a little bit about being blessed. Amen. Because the Bible, Mary, a lot of us use the quote, I'm blessed and highly favored. We've heard people say, yeah, somebody highly favored, say they're blessed and highly favored. Now, the Lord said Mary was blessed and highly favored. I mean, you're not. But we know the Bible said Mary was blessed and she was highly favored. She was blessed. That means that when the Lord says you're blessed, you're blessed. Let me say that again. Once God deems that you're blessed, you're blessed. Thank you, Lord. You don't have to hear anybody else say anything. If God tells you you're blessed, don't look for prophecy. Don't look for confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Once God said you're blessed, you're blessed. Once the Lord told Mary, you're blessed, Mary was blessed. Thou art blessed and highly favored. Nobody could change Mary's status. Once the Lord tells you you're blessed, nobody can change your status. Somebody said, give me an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying, because I'm blessed, let me know. So I'm saying, because once you know you're blessed, you don't respond to folks who tell you you're not blessed. Oh, glory. Once you know you're blessed, you don't respond to criticism the way you did before you know you weren't blessed. A lot of times when folks criticize you because you didn't know you were blessed, you listen to the criticism. But after you realize you are the child of God, you're belong to God, you only take in that which is consistent with what God has already told you. Oh, glory. You can't just take everything because you already know who you are. Amen, amen. It's just like you know right now when you look in the mirror what you look like. So somebody tell you look like something you don't look like. You already know you don't look like that, so it don't bother you. I feel like preaching this morning. So I said, when you already know something, nobody can say anything against that, but you already know. That's why you got to know this word. That's why you got to know who God is. That's why you got to know that God loves you. That's why you got to know that God said, I'm with you, I'll never leave you, I'll never forsake you, but I'm with you even until the end of the world. You got to know that. You got to be convinced of that so nobody can talk you out of it. Oh, glory. You don't want anybody to talk you out of your position in God. Out of your place in God. Out of where God has blessed you. Because listen, God called you. Glory. Most people who know you now, they didn't know you when God called you. Glory, glory. Help me, Holy Ghost. When God came and got us out of the dirt, and got us out of the muck, and got us out of the miry, there wasn't a lot of folk who knew you, but the Lord said, I'm going to come and get you. I have identified you. I know you by name, and I'm going to come and save and deliver you out of your trouble. God was good then, and he's good now. So to be blessed is important. To understand that you're blessed. To walk in your state of blessing. To walk in your state of blessing is important. Because if you walk in your state of blessing, you walk convinced that the Lord is on my side. When you know that God is on your side, you don't respond to life the way folks who don't have God respond. You don't panic a lot. Not when you know that God is on your side. Not when you know that God loves you. Not when you know that God will provide. Not when you know that God will take care of you. I'm not saying you don't have emotional reactions. The Lord made us emotional. Oh God, and then in the Proverbs he declared, there's a time in Ecclesiastic he declares, there's a time and a place for everything, but even in the time and place for everything, you can't lose your faith in God. You got to trust God beyond everything. You got to trust this word beyond everything, beyond every event that happens in your life, beyond everything that's staying into you, that goes through your ears. You got to learn how to let some stuff go in and go out. It's got to go in and go out without you processing it. Anything that's not consistent with the Word of God, don't process it. Somebody hear what I'm saying? If it's not consistent with the Word, you don't have to process that. Somebody say, what do you mean by don't process it? It goes in one ear and out the other, but I still got joy. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you're not processing stuff. It don't influence your praise. It don't influence your worship. It doesn't influence your prayer life. It doesn't influence your connection to God because you know who you are in God. The Word told you who you are in God. So how can I know who I am in God and then allow somebody else to tell me something different than what the Bible has told me? You got to be confident. You got to be secure in your walk in God. So blessed, he said to Adam and Eve, I'm blessing you. And he blessed Adam and Eve. He said, listen, you have dominion. Glory. You have dominion. Now, somebody said, what is dominion? Dominion is two aspects of dominion. Dominion, first of all, is leadership. The Lord has given us all leadership. First of all, you're a leader over your own life. Glory. Don't you know you got to lead yourself? You got to be led by the Spirit so you can lead yourself. So somebody said, I'm not leading anything. You're leading yourself. And you got to say, Lord, help me to lead myself to the right places. Help me to lead myself around the right people. First of all, you're your own leader. You got to say, Lord, teach me how to lead myself. That's why I said, well, how do you lead yourself? First of all, you got to have discipline. The Bible calls it temperance. It calls it moderation. It calls it self-control. If you're going to be a leader of yourself, you got to have discipline. You got to be able to tell your flesh no. Help me, Holy Ghost. You got to be able to say no to your flesh. As we say so often, you are not your body. You are not your body. If you are saved, you are not your body. Your body is a shell. Your body is a shell. It's a shell. Your body's going to want to do things that you're going to know it should not do. So you got to talk to your body like it's not You got to be able to say, body, I'm going to praise. I don't care how tired I am. You got to say, body, I'm going to worship. I don't care if I got a headache or not. You got to talk to this body and say, to God I belong. I don't belong to my body. I belong to my God. And because I belong to God, God will take care of my body. Oh, glory. They always say you do too much. I said I don't do enough. Folks always say you do too much. I don't do enough. Right? Because my body feels real good. I woke up every day, and thank God I don't knock on wood either. Because as John Rick would say, I don't believe in luck, I believe in love. He said, I'm not lucky, I'm loved. I don't wake up with any pain every morning. And that's why I feel like I'm blessed, because I might have had some pain. I might have done some things that were stupid enough to make me pain the rest of my life, but because God is in charge, because God is sovereign, He is sovereign over my body. And so things that I do in my body, God can erase what I've done in my body in the past and provide a healing and a deliverance. When you submit your body to God, God will take care of your body. And then He will teach you how to take care of your body after you give it back to Him. That's why I said, listen, your body is the temple of God. You've got to take care of your body. You can't just do anything with your body. You can't put your body in all kinds of situations. It's the temple of God. When you give it back to God, it becomes holy. It becomes consecrated. It becomes dedicated. And so because you render your body unto God, then you say, Lord, what do you want me to do with this that I've given unto you? You got to give your body to God and then allow Him to manage your body. Thank God for a quiet church. Nobody wants anybody else managing your body. You want God to manage your body. Because God can take temptation and take it out of your body. Thank God for a quiet church. But God will operate on you like a doctor does. When you give Him your body, He'll put surgery on it and cut stuff out. Put stuff in, put stuff out. Take desires out, put other desires in. That's why the Bible said the Lord will give you the desires of your heart. He takes the stuff that was in our heart, takes that out, puts in the desires that we ought to have toward Him. God is able. So one of the blessings that we all have that we underestimate is the fact that God gave us self-will. And He gave us the ability to say, Lord, I want to be saved. That's a blessing, that you have the opportunity to be saved. The opportunity to be saved is a blessing. Right? Then, most of us, many of us here today, when the Lord called us, we said yes. That's a blessing. Because there are a lot of people who didn't say yes, but somebody got connected to the wrong people. They can't get away from them. But thank God, He allowed us to get away from folks. Thank God, He allowed us to walk out of trouble. And some of us, even when we walked out of the trouble, you didn't even smell like smoke. You walked out of the trouble and you looked good. You walked out of the trouble with the ability to say hallelujah. You walked out of trouble with the ability to say thank you, Jesus. You walked out of trouble where you could have lost legs and lost limbs, but you walked out whole, saying, Lord, I'm blessed. You have to remember where God brought us from. You can't forget. Now, some of us, we pray often, Lord, we thank you for food, clothing, shelter, and transportation. Those four things. Right now, some people don't need all three of those. Most of us need the first three, food, clothing, and shelter. Some people find with no transportation. That's why if you drive CTA, that is transportation. You're thanking God for them, even though you might not have your own. Amen. But notice there, when we thank God for the basics of life, we don't necessarily qualify it. See, I just say, Lord, I thank you for food, clothing, shelter, and transportation. I'm not telling you I thank Him for Kraft. Because everybody might not be able to get Kraft, but I got some mac and cheese. You understand? Oh, glory. I might not be able to get filet mignon, but I can get ribeye. And so I learned a long time ago, I don't thank the Lord for specific stuff. I just thank you for the basics. I thank you for the activities of my life. I thank you for the function of my organs. I thank you that I got some food to eat. It may not be named bread, one who everybody loves him, something wrong. Nobody gonna ever find everybody who loves you. But thank God for the folks he put in your life who do love you. So it's time to quit paying attention to negative folk and pay attention to positive folk. It's good enough to complain about all the negative people, right? But think about how many folks you got who love you. Think about how many folks you got who are praying for you. Think about how many folks you got who are standing in the gap for you. You got way more people who love you than who don't like you. So focus on the love and not the hate. You don't focus on that negative energy. There's nobody in this world who don't have somebody who don't like them. So that's not new. Right? You having people who don't like you, that doesn't make you special. That makes you ordinary. But you having people who love you, who are concerned about you, that's what makes you special. Especially when God puts people in your life. And God puts people in your way. Who say, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to fast for you. I'm going to stand in the gap for you. That's what we ought to thank God for. Not necessarily just our family members. Because our family members, my son, he would be there whether he loved me or not. Won't you? But thank God for somebody who didn't have to love me, but they love me anyhow. Thank God for somebody who didn't have to pray for me, but they're praying for me anyhow. Thank God for somebody who God sent in my way. He sent them in my direction. And they said, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to fast for you. I'm going to stand in the gap for you. You got to understand you're blessed. Brother, we're strangers. In the true definition of the word, many of us are strangers, but God put us together through his blood. Right? We didn't know each other. We come from different places. We come from different backgrounds, come from different cities, come from different neighborhoods. But through the blood of Jesus, through Calvary's cross, we can come together and we can sing, Lord, I love you, and I'm not going to take it back. We can come together and say, amazing grace. We can come together and say, Lord, you're good all the time, and all the time you are good. But it's the blood of Jesus that connects us. Bless. The Lord put so many good people in your life. And not just people. The Lord put some good people in our life. Some people got people in their life. All people that got in life, they can't trust them. Would you want to be surrounded by all people you can't trust? So every time the Lord puts somebody in your life you can trust them, you ought to say, thank you, Jesus. This is another blessing. You gave me somebody else who I can trust, somebody else who's going to pray for me, somebody else who's going to tell me the truth. Because one of the key things you want people around you want people around you who are going to tell you the truth. Right? If you just get folks who lie to you all the time, you're never going to get better. You're not going to get better if you only have folks around you who are always lying to you. Because they'll tell you you're looking good when you don't. And I know some of y'all think y'all look good all the time, but you don't. You have your bad moments and your bad days. Right? We all have our bad days and our bad moments, even the best looking of y'all. But we're blessed to have the covering of God, and then have God be concerned enough that he puts people in our lives who can help us along the way. Right? Sometimes those people are there just for a season, but that's good enough. You want people in your life as long as God wants them in your life. Let me say it again. You want people in your life as long as God wants them in your life. Sometimes people are only supposed to be there 3 months. They're supposed to get you through that 3-month test. They help you get through that 3-month trial, but now the Lord sends them to help somebody else. Lord, I thank you for sending them to me when you did. Now bless them as they go and help somebody else. Sometimes you got to let folks go so they can go and bless somebody else. Sometimes you got to let folks go so they can help somebody else. Everybody doesn't belong to just you. Sometimes the Lord has people on a mission. And the mission is to help many different people. And you're just one of those many different people. We be trying to hold on to them, and they be trying to say, I got to go. The Lord have need of me. I've got someplace else to go so the Lord can use me. We're blessed, my brother, my sister, because we have the protection of God. Amen. The Lord has promised that he will protect you. The Lord has promised that he will cover you. It doesn't mean that you're not going to go through trouble. It doesn't mean that you won't go through battle. What the Lord said is, listen, he told us through the book of Job that I'll let the enemy touch you, but I'll never let the enemy touch your soul. The Lord is never going to let the enemy touch your salvation. The Lord is never going to let the enemy touch your spiritual freedom. They might take your clothes. Just give him thanks. The Lord give up and the Lord take away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. They might come and mess with your house. If they mess with your house, say, Lord, I thank you because I had so many years in the house before they messed with me. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't messed with it, but if they messed with it, I still got to praise him because I had good years in the house. You know what I'm saying? They might mess with your car, but Lord, I thank you. You let it get over 200,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? There's a way you can look at stuff. So you begin to praise the Lord and thank him for it. He's going to let the enemy mess with some of your stuff, but he's not going to let the enemy mess with your soul. Amen. So you got to thank God for his protection. You got to praise God for his covering. It's a blessing to be covered. Because when you go to bed at night, you can sleep when you know God is covering you. Amen. When you know God is covering you, you can sleep at night. When you know God is protecting you, you can walk down the street and always turn around trying to figure out who's walking behind you. We're blessed because God is our protector. He's our shield. He covers us. He goes before and behind us. Yes. God protects you from danger seen and danger unseen. Don't you know there's attacks the enemy had against you and you never found out about them because God took it, put it in an ashtray, and threw the ashtray out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, glory. There were plans the enemy had against you, but God took the plan, turned it around, and you ended up just seeing a blessing. You don't realize there was a curse before it was a blessing, but on the way to you, God turned it from a curse to a blessing. Don't tell me what God won't do. Don't you know the enemy sets you up to be sick? And before the bacteria got to you, the Lord turned the bacteria into something good, and you ate it. Glory. Hallelujah. That's why you got to pray for your food. That's why you got to sanctify your food. Because even when the enemy tried to hurt you, God will turn it for your good. And something that should have hurt you will make you better. Something that should have hurt you will make you stronger. Something that should have hurt you will make you healthier. That's why we're blessed, because God is our protection. God is our protection. I'm going to get to this story in 1 minute. Another way I want to understand how we're blessed is that we get to spend time in the presence of God. Amen. We got to understand the privilege it is to experience heaven on earth. When the Lord comes down here like he did this morning, he's bringing heaven to earth. Remember, the Bible says that in heaven there is a throne, and around that throne there are 24. Glory. There are 4 beasts, and what they do all the time, the 24 elders, all they do is sit around the throne and say, hallelujah, glory to the highest. And so sometimes what the Lord does, he takes the throne in a spiritual sense and brings it down to the church and said, if you're willing to say hallelujah, if you're willing to say glory, I'm going to let you join the heavenly choir. That's why you got to praise. That's why you got to worship. When the spirit gets high, the Lord said, I'm bringing heaven to earth. I'm going to let you join the elders. I'm going to let you join the beasts. Go ahead and praise me. Go ahead and worship me. Go ahead and magnify me. Go ahead and glorify me. Because the Bible said, worthy is the Lamb that was slain. So his presence is heaven on earth. So anytime the Lord comes to your house, anytime he comes to your bedroom, anytime he comes to your car, you better give him some praise. You better have heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Dr. Lawrence called it back to Eden. Because in Eden, they were free to praise the Lord because the Lord walked in the midst of the Garden of Eden. See, when the Lord walks in the midst of you, back in Eden. Remember, Eden, there were only 2 trees. There were multiple trees there. Right? There were multiple trees, but there were only 3 trees of significance. Right? So when the Lord was walking in the midst of them, had they just followed the Lord. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. Somebody get that? See, if they had just followed the Lord, they never could have got to the tree that harmed them. When you follow the Lord, you can't get to anything that's going to harm you. When you follow and are obedient to the Spirit of the Lord, he He's only going to lead you to the land of blessing. He's only going to lead you to the milk flowing with honey. He's only going to lead you to a land that's flowing with milk and with honey. You just got to follow the Lord and say, Lord, where I go, you be there as well. And then the converse said, Lord, help me to go where you go. Right? See, Lord, where I go, you be there as well. And secondly, Lord, where you go, let me go as well. So you're following him, but sometimes you get ahead of the Lord and say, Lord, since I'm ahead of you, please meet me where I'm going. See, sometimes you get ahead of God, right? And then you say, Lord, because I'm ahead of you, I don't see you right now, but if you would just go where I'm going. Because sometimes we don't even know where we're going. Have you ever been somewhere you don't know where you're going? Raise your hand. Right? You sit out on a Saturday and you just start driving. And you don't know where you're going to end up. Walmart, Target. But you just know you're out there. And you ever say, Lord, help me because I'm out here somewhere. And I'm going to end up somewhere. Can you please be there when I get there? And if you ask him faithfully, the Lord will do it because he said, you ask, you seek, and you knock, and it'll get done. He said, whatsoever if you're connected to the vine, whatsoever you ask in my name, it shall be done. Now let me get back to the story real quickly and talk about the blessing here of the son and all of them. First of all, they start off blessed. Right? They're in a household of love. They're in a household of fellowship. Listen, again, as I say, if you're in a family structure, you got to give God. It don't matter what your structure is. Because I know sometimes society tries to impose upon us that certain structures are better than others. That might be the case from a statistical perspective. Right. It might be the case from a sociological perspective. Right. But from the perspective of the Lord, you got to live in the family you in. Somebody hear what I'm saying? Right. The perspective of the Lord, when we come here, we came in here in a certain family structure. When you're a child, you don't control your family structure. Right. So you have to say, Lord, bless me where I am. You know what I'm saying? Your children can't change their family structure, but children can change the structure of their family. So I'm saying, children cannot change the family that they were born into, but they can change the family once they're born. So I said, how does a child change his family? The child begins to pray out and say, Lord, help my family. The Lord said, suffer not. Allow the little child to come to you, because he said, I'm going to hear them and I'm going to hearken to their voice. So a little child can lead them. A little child can guide them. A little child can say, Lord, I need you to come to my house. I need you to change this situation. I need you to change this circumstance. And God will react on their behalf. So part of the blessing here was the fact that, first of all, he started off in a good situation. Many of us started off in a good situation. Then secondly, the great thing is that his father actually allows him to lead. Hear me, hear me. Now, so I said, why is that a great thing that the father allows him to lead? Because the father has to allow the child to learn. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. The child will never learn if the child never leaves. So this father understands, even though it would have been better for him to stay home, even though he wasn't ready to go on the road, even though he wasn't mature enough to go, the father said, I know you're going to suffer when you get out there, but because I love you so much, and because I have a God, help me, Holy Ghost. See, when you let your children go, you better have a God. Because it's not going to be you covering them, it's going to be God covering them. And he said, because I have a God, I believe I can let you get out there. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through pain. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through hurt. But I believe my God, the God that I serve, the God that promised me he was going to take care of me, the God that promised me he was going to take care of my children, I believe he's going to cover this child, even though he's not ready to go out there. Now watch this. When the child leaves, he keeps his sonship. Hallelujah. The child's status as the son does not leave with his departure. Don't you know, the Lord said, I'm married to the backslider. Sometimes you act up. It doesn't change your status. It changes your position. There's a difference between status and position. The status is what God has declared that you are. The Lord said you are more than a conqueror. He said you are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. Help me, Holy Ghost. But sometimes we don't act like that. So it only changed your position. Your status is when you come back, you're still a royal priesthood. that's what carries the power. Hallelujah. The status doesn't carry the power, the position does. And so even though he was still a son, he didn't have the power of the son. Help me, Holy Ghost. Because he didn't have the power of the son, he became subject to the enemy. When you leave God, you miss your position, and therefore the enemy can attack you. You become vulnerable to the enemy because you're out of position. You still got the status, but now you're out of position. He was out of position. And so because he was out of position, the enemy began to attack him. Now, if you notice, when he first went out there, he thought he had found some friends. Help me, Holy Ghost. When the devil wants to betray you, the first thing he does is he tries to get you comfortable with the betrayal. Help me, Holy Ghost. He tried to make you feel like the new position that you're in that took you out of God is comfortable. So he will surround you with people who make you feel like you're okay. Once you get out of God's will, you're not okay. It doesn't matter what your mama say. It doesn't matter what your daddy say. Once you leave the presence of God, once you leave the worship of God, once you leave the praise of God, you're no longer in a good position. And so what the devil will do is he will bring people around you who will try to make you feel comfortable in your lost state. Help me, Holy Ghost. And so he found people around him that made him feel comfortable in his lost state. But the problem with being lost is lost folk can't help you. And so the Bible says a famine happened. And so when the famine happened, those who were lost can't help the lost. And so what happened is, what do you see? Now the lost leave him, and he all of a sudden sees, I'm lost. But when you hang around lost people, you might not see that you're lost. That's why you got to get away from lost folks. You got to get away from lost people so you can see whether or not you're lost. Once the Lord takes all the lost people away from him, now he's got to look at himself. He's back to a son. Help me, Holy Ghost. He's back to being a son now. See, when you get lost, the devil wants you to forget where you were in God. The devil takes the backslider and beats them up. Glory. And tangles them up. And ties them up. So they no longer feel connected to God. But God will take the backslider and put them all by themselves so he can speak to them again. So he takes the lost people away from him. He now only has the mirror. Glory. I said, why am I all alone? The Lord is trying to get you in the mirror. Why did my friends call me this week? The Lord is trying to get you in the mirror. Why is anybody texting me? The Lord is trying to get you in the mirror. What's the mirror? The mirror is the Word. Oh, glory. What does the Word do? It reminds you of your position. Oh, glory. The Word reminds you of your position. And so the Lord got him by himself. He was in trouble, but the Lord said, open your Word. You're a son. Not only you're a son, you're an heir. You're a joint heir. But sometimes the Lord has to get you by yourself. Open up your Word. You can remember the Lord said, I'm a conqueror. He said, I'm more than a conqueror. The Lord said, I'm a hero. And I said, what kind of hero? I'm a spiritual hero in God. You know what I'm saying? Not a zero, a hero. You know what I'm saying? So what the Lord said is, now I want you to see yourself. Once he opened up the Word, somebody said, well, where was the Word? Where was the Word? He was with swine. He was eating wasp. Where was the Word? David said, thy Word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. So even when I'm with the pigs, even when I'm in trouble, there's something I've been taught. There's something I've been trained. But the Lord can bring that thing back up. Even when I get messed up, even when I get mixed up, the Lord can bring that thing back up in my heart. That reminds me you're my child. I love you. I'm concerned about you. Even in the pig swine, because you're God's child, you're still blessed. You're still delivered. Even when you're in the hospital, you're already I'm a son. Right? He's reminded he's a son. So what does he do? He doesn't claim his sonship because of his shame. See, a lot of people don't walk in God because of their shame. So he doesn't claim his sonship, even though he's been reminded through the word he is a son. So what does he do? He said, I'm not worthy to be a son, so I'll be a servant. I'm going to show you how good God is. So he makes himself lower than what God made him. A lot of saints are making themselves lower than what God made him. He made himself a servant. So he said, I'm going to go back. I'm not worthy to be a son. He said, because the position I'm in doesn't allow me to resume my status. What he forgot is that once God gives you a status doesn't change, your position changes. Once you get your position back, you got your status back.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
And so he goes back as a servant, not as a son. He goes back as a servant, not as a son. Now, here's what the father does. Before he has an opportunity to declare his own status, God tells him what his status is. So the father meets him before he has a chance to speak servant. Now, right in the prayer, what you speak is what you are. The Bible says, whatsoever man think is he. So because he thought he was a servant, he now was a servant. So the father had to greet him before he introduced that into his spirit. You can't say everything about yourself. You can't think everything about yourself. Not once God tells you you're something, don't tell yourself you're not that. You might just have to be quiet, but don't let anybody tell you you're not what God already made you. You got to be able to have enough sense to know, Lord, shut me up, because I'm about to speak against my own blessing. I'm about to speak against my own healing. I'm about to speak against my own faith. I'm going to speak against my own declaration. Just shut me up, Lord, until I get more faith. Shut me up until I get back to the Bible. Shut me up until I pray. Shut me up until I fast. Because you said I'm a son, and I don't have to be a servant. So the father catches him before he speaks that word into the atmosphere. And what the first thing the father said, my son. Hey. In his mind, he's a servant. And the father had in mind, no, you're not a servant. You're a son. You're a son. Sometimes that's what some of us are going through. You've declared a status lower than what God gave you. Amen. Some of us have declared a status lower than what God gave you. And when you declare a status, you walk in that status rather than the status God gave you. So today, the Lord says somebody needs to come up in status. Realize that your position and your status are together once you're back in God. It doesn't matter what you lost when you were out there. It doesn't matter what you kept when you get back. You get back the same way you lost. I'm done. Today, somebody, you think you're a servant, and you're really a son. But you walk around like a servant. You speak to yourself like you're a servant. You let other people speak to you like you're a servant. But you're a son. Yeah. You might be out of position, but you're still a son. Yeah. You just got to get back in position, but you're still a son. The son status doesn't change, it's the position that changes. And the great thing about it, when the Lord sees you coming, he comes out and meets you. He speaks stuff that you ought not to speak. Is God good? Is God good? Shut up. Shut up, I'm about to show you something. Put all that talk. Sometimes even when you pray, the Lord says, shut up, because you're praying the wrong thing. He just said, let me take care of this. You stop praying because you don't know what to pray. The Bible said on one occasion, you have not because you ask not. On one occasion, he said, you ask amiss. You ask God of his will. But today somebody's here, and you're acting like a servant in your everyday life. Right? You don't feel like you deserve the love of God. You don't feel like you deserve the promises of God. You don't feel like you can talk to God. But God said you got to take your position back. And your position is a position of sonship. And that applies to men and women, just so y'all understand. Sonship is a gender-free term. You got to take your sonship back and say, because God said that, that's what I did. Not what that person said. What did God say? What did the word say? You got to open that word. Get back in that mirror. Somebody's here today. The Lord said it's time for you to take full advantage of the sonship. It's time for you to take full advantage of it. Right, some of us are partly over here, partly running. Right? The Lord said it's time for full runners. Right? Full runners. People are going to run full. You got to run full. So he said, if I find you lukewarm, I'm going to spew you out of there. But you can run full in the Lord. Bow your head before the Lord. Somebody's here today. This word has touched you. The evangelists and the ministers are coming. Jesus said, I no longer call you servant, but I call you a friend. A friend of God. You're blessed today, my brother. You're blessed today, my sister. And I know you might feel like, man, I'm not blessed.